James Swink, once again with JUNK180, 707-536-0740. Check us out online, JUNK180.com. What I'm going to do now is I've pulled over, obviously, and I'm going to give the customer a courtesy call to let them know that we're almost there. Now, the reason why I do this, why it's a standard for our company to do this instead of just showing up, is that we schedule in arrival windows, and it's usually a 2-hour arrival window. We'll make special accommodations if the customer needs a shorter window or a specific start time. We are not the cable company. We do not want to handcuff our clients to having to stick around their home or business waiting for us. So we'll schedule an arrival window, and then we give a courtesy call about a half an hour before we arrive on site. That gives them the opportunity to do whatever they need to do throughout their day. What I'm trying to say is that it minimizes the impact on the client, and being a convenient service like junk removal is, it adds convenience to their lives. They love that. Maybe they're dropping their kids off at school. Maybe they have to run home from work. It could be any number of reasons. It could be that they may not necessarily need it at all, but just like the peace of mind of knowing what's going on. There's a reason why you can track FedEx packages, and even more recently, the tracking, I think it's FedEx, might be UPS, I forget, but one of those two services will actually have a stop counter. They'll send a notification, your package is 9 stops away, it's 8 stops away, it's 2 stops away, and that gives you an opportunity to be ready for it. Enough talking, let's just give them a call. Hey Steve, what's going on, man? Okay, so I am just a couple minutes out. I was just calling ahead to give you a courtesy call, but sounds like you're there anyway. All right, I'll be there shortly. Thanks. Bye-bye. So let's get back on the road. Hey Steve. Okay. That's it, huh?
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's not all of it, but that's the beginning of it.
I like it. go after. Swept. There's a lot of stuff on this job. Swept-like condition. All right. There's a couple other jobs that we're gonna go take a look at, see if they want me to do those also. So for now, that's it. Just leaving the last job of the day in Castro Valley. Had 3 jobs today. A contractor was trying this out for the first time. Ended up being more than they had anticipated, as far as quantity, more than they had anticipated. They had 3 jobs, and they really thought that all 3 would probably be able to fit in. This is an 18-yard truck with some room to spare. Well, it turns out, combined between the 3 jobs, it was 1 3/4 loads. Now I'm gonna work them a deal on the pricing. Cut all 3 of these jobs were pretty close together. But here's the crazy thing: is that the transfer station that I had to go to halfway through the day to dump. It's first time for me being at that transfer station. It's in San Leandro, Davis Street. Well, let me back up. So the company owner and the foreman, and the foreman was the guy that contacted me to get this work done. They have been kind of going back and forth. The owner didn't really want to use me or use the company JUNK180 because they have a guy that they've already been using. But the foreman was able to convince the owner to go ahead and try us out. So they had a conversation, and they both agreed that my price for an 18-yard dump truck was, they were actually really excited at the price. But as is so common, most people don't know what a cubic yard is. These guys work in construction, which generally folks in the construction field have an idea because they have to they deal with units of volume. So 18-yard dump truck. I filled that up to the rim on just 2 of the jobs, and really maybe. No, I can't say it was overloaded. It was perfectly loaded. Luckily, there were some pallets on the last job where I was able to put it up on top and keep all the smaller debris down before I threw the tarp arm over. So the transfer station, my first time there, not really, not the best service, shall you say. Not a lot of help. They ended up, first time I've been to a landfill that required you to wear a hard hat and a safety vest. That's crazy. The ironic thing is they happen to sell them right there for $10 each. That's weird. So anyway, I got to buy a new hard hat and a safety vest today, so I can sit in my truck and dump the trailer. Thank goodness. But, you know, whatever. Safety is paramount, I understand. So anyway, I go dump my load, come out, and guess what that, well, first I'll tell you the weight. The weight was 3875, something like that. Where is it? Here. I'll tell you exactly what it was. Weight, 3780. 3,780 pounds. Take a guess as to what the dump fee was. I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Total $394.53. $400 dump fee. Now the company owner and the company foreman were going back and forth over not necessarily my prices, but that they thought they would be able to get everything that they had in this truck, which would have been a full load rate. They obviously have way more than a truckload's worth. So they have been going back on the phone all day, back and forth. And the owner, from what I can hear from the conversation, was thinking that, you know, they were stuck. He gave up his go-to guy, and now they're stuck using JUNK180 for the day. And the foreman keeps taking pictures and sending those pictures over. It's like, no man, we have a lot of garbage. So when I told the foreman the dump fee was $400, his eyes about popped out of his head, and he immediately conveyed that information to the owner. And the next communication from the owner was, you know what, go ahead and have him do that third job. So it made me feel good. We gave the at first critical client, we were able to turn them around. And that's what we do. Our service is great. Our rates are fair. And actually, this is now telling me to turn because apparently there's an accident. So we will go this way. Oh, now there's a pedestrian, but really the pedestrian is a guy riding a bike in the crosswalk. Okay, my turn. So a hesitant, skeptical client in the morning turned into a happy customer in the evening, and that is something that I take pride in personally as the business owner. It reaffirms that what we're doing as far as customer service is good. What we're doing as far as our rates, holy crap, our rates are competitive. They're exactly where they should be.
I-238 South Ramp.
Don't be afraid to charge what you need to charge people. But I certainly hope nobody else would have done that work cheaper, because there's only one place that stuff could have went with the $400 dump fee. And actually, with a 3/4 load, it's going to be another $200 to $300 to dump the rest of this stuff. It's getting dumped on the side of the road. That's not how we operate. We charge what we need to charge to do the job right and to take care of the debris in the appropriate fashion. It's going where it needs to go. Man, $400 to dump in a landfill. That's crazy for less than 2 tons. So anyway, I just wanted to get on here and make a little wrap up to the video I'm going to make for today. So again, James Sway, JUNK180. Give us a call, 707-536-170th. This GPS has got me going through the cuts.
Continue for 3/4 of a mile.
It's trying to get me around an accident on the freeway, I think. Going all through all kinds of crazy residential neighborhoods. Anyway, James Sway, JUNK180.